Yo, what's good, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. You're here with your boy Hotshot Macc. In this video, I want to talk to you guys about the repairs that I've had to do in the past couple of months to this truck and what we've done to the trailer so far since we've had it. The truck has about 254,000 miles to date. So yeah, let's get into it and just talk about some of the costs and some of the repairs that we've had to do to keep this truck rolling.
You're going this way? By your hair.
The baby man has been in the shop, I would say January, February, March. Normal wear and tear. You know, thankfully the truck and the trailer has been really good to me, has not left me stranded. You know, we'll always knock on some wood for that, but just very grateful for how everything has been kept up and how the truck and trailer has been treating me. Of course, I do my best to treat it right with keeping up with the maintenance on a monthly basis and just making sure everything is A1 while we're out here, because the last thing we want to do out here is be stranded somewhere on the road. So let's get into first the truck and talk about some of the things that I've had to do recently as far as just repairs and wear and tear over time. All right, let's start here at the front of the truck. Some of the things that we've had to do, well, first of all, we've got all new tires on the truck. We probably paid about $1,300 for all 6 tires. They are Hollanders. I'm trying out this brand. I got it from a tire shop that I usually go to, a little local shop, family-owned business that I like to support. Not too expensive. They're not like the initial tires that I had on the truck, which were the Hancooks, but these have been holding up really well. They've been wearing actually better than, you know, some of the other tires that I've had. So that's one thing that we've done. One thing that we usually do is our perform service on this truck. We did that recently where we changed the CVV filter and also did a EGR service, meaning cleaning out the blower tube, the EGR valve, and just stuff that has to do with the emissions and the EGR system for this truck. I usually do that every time that perform service is due. That usually runs me around $550. I get that CVV filter Fleet Guard, so it's Mopar from Amazon, for about $50-60 bucks. Another thing that we had to do a while back, I think I talked about it, where I did this front hub assembly. I had to do the other one. I did have a leak, so my axle seals were leaking on my driver's side, so we ended up changing them both. I would say back in March we did that service. So being that this truck is not deleted, y'all, I ended up doing a service, a DPF service, to clean out the filter at the same shop that I use, man, Viper Diesel Performance. If you guys are in Houston, check them out. They always take care of my equipment. They actually recommended a service where they clean out the DPF filter using a chemical. That was done. Thankfully, I've never had to have an issue where the truck went into limp mode. There was a time where when I was driving, it will always do a regen very frequently. So that was the DPF sensor also that I had to replace. So while I did that sensor replacement, I had them do a clean on the DPF, cleaned everything out. I do not idle this truck. Of course, when it's hot and I'm waiting for a load or something like that, I might idle on and off to keep it cool. And if I do so, I'm doing a high idle. But other than that, overnight, none of that. We don't idle this truck just because we know the issues that may come with it if, you know, you idle this truck a lot. So that was about $1,000 for that service, for it to clean out the DPF filter. We usually do our rear diff service, so we did that on the truck last month, rear and front diff, as well as the transfer case. A while back, this wasn't recent, but sometime last year, man, I got a load and I was walking around the truck at the house before I took off, and I noticed that this shock was hanging. So that bolt right there broke off, came loose, whatever happened, bolt was gone and that shock was hanging. So ended up replacing that bolt. We have done brakes. Recently, we did the rear brakes. Front brakes are good. We did do the rear brakes. This is probably the second time that I'm doing brakes on this truck. So the brakes have been lasting, man, for a long time. But we did that for about $350, I believe. All right, so here go one of the receipts, y'all, that we did back in March. You can see that cost was $24.86. And this is where we did that pressure sensor. They did a software update. They did the brake pads, like I said, that was actually $308. Oh, we actually did a transmission service. I did forget to mention that. So that was $528 for the transmission service. The emissions system service, like I said, you can see here what they did, and that ran $977. So prior to that service, I did the drag link and I did this hub assembly. That ran about $1,100 for the hub assembly, and then about another $1,000, I want to say, for the drag link, somewhere around there. That was done prior to the service we just talked about. Other than that, for the truck, man, that's really what it's been. I got the other receipts and stuff at the crib. So once I get to the house, I'll go ahead and go over that really quick to see what else we did early on in the year to service the truck. Let's talk about the trailer. We haven't had to do much to the trailer since we've had it. The only thing I would say, the most major repair that we've done on this trailer since I've had it, was changing out the actuator for the hydraulic system that is with the brakes. We do have electric over hydraulic brakes, so I did have to change out the pump here that came with it, and we put a Dexter pump. It was not Dexter. I forgot the one that came with the trailer, but it was a cheaper brand. So we changed that out, I believe, sometime last year. Trailer's been really good, man. These are gone on both sides. We probably have done tires. We did tires last year. We're pretty good on our tires, as y'all can see here. I think I had a seal here that busted last year that we replaced, that we repaired as well. All the other ones have been good. Hydraulic dovetail has been good. Haven't had any issues with that. So all in all, this trailer has been holding up really well. The air ride system has been good. I did have a wiring issue last year with the air ride where one of the wires got crimped and blew all my fuses and pretty much burnt out some wires. So we had to repair that and pretty much rewire the system here in the box where the pump is at. Other than that, we've been rolling pretty good, man, with this trailer. Nothing else we've had to really do that was major to the trailer. Axles have been good. We did our brakes, I want to say, last year as well, so we're good on brakes. I haven't had to do anything with these seals. As always, man, I always recommend you guys to be real careful when making tight turns or U-turns and you're loaded. That will affect your seals. I've got 12K axles, so the seal's a little bit more heavy duty versus the 10K axles. The 10K axle trailer that I had before this one, I was always busting seals. The only other thing I did have to change down here was the release valve down here. I had to replace this valve right here at one point. It was leaking. Picked up that part from Happy Trailers, got that replaced. Only other thing I said we did on the trailer, man, was the license plate light. That went out. We replaced that when I had a driver in the truck. Now everything is good, man. The hydraulic jacks have been good since day one. My winch has been good. Everything has been good with the setup. I'm super grateful, you know, not to have any major issues with the truck or the trailer. There was another thing that did happen while my driver was in the truck. Thankfully, he was stationary at a truck stop, but after he parked and was about to take off, one of the hoses for the radiator came off, and you know, we lost all the fluid, all the radiator fluid. Thankfully, this driver was on point. He got in there and he repaired it, got the clamp back on and secured everything, added the coolant back to the system, got it home. We got it to the shop, a Viper diesel, once again, just to have them recheck everything, make sure everything is pressurized properly and everything was good. So that was also something else that we needed to do. This truck drives very rough, so I'm always checking for things that, you know, could go loose or break. Like I said, that's why we had that shock that was hanging that one time. It's a very rough ride in this truck, especially when the truck is empty. But when we're loaded, it's a lot better. And that shocker hitch helps out a ton, y'all. Y'all been asking me about this shocker hitch. Worth every penny that I paid for this shocker hitch. Definitely takes out that kicking, that jerking, and it does better for the truck. All right, y'all, we're gonna head to the house. We just picked up this load here this morning. This is going up to Aubrey, Texas and Denison, Texas. I got 2 stops. This front 2 pieces right here is going to Aubrey, Texas, and the rest is going to Denison, Texas. We picked this up in Cypress, Texas. Man, this load is paying $1,700 on 300 miles. They said this was supposed to be 15,000 pounds. It's nowhere near 15,000 pounds. So I'm definitely grateful for that as well. Today is Wednesday the 13th, and we'll be leaving out like 4 in the morning, you know, like we usually do, and get up there, drop off, and then Final load coming back down. All right, y'all, so I'm back at the crib. Here goes some of the other service that we did here. You can see the total right up there to the left, 3,372. This was back in February 8th. That's where we did the EGR service up top. Told you that run about 550. And then we did the front axles, front differential assembly, remove and replace both front axle seals. Yeah, that was 1745. Replace right front hub bearing. That was the hub assembly, 903. And yeah, that's the total right there, y'all. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this video, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Real quick video just talking about, like I said, some of the repairs and the service that we've done with the truck over the past couple of months to keep that truck continuing to roll. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next video.